Hello, and welcome to Sweeney Pat Shut It You Slag News. And today's episode is a sound effects special.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Hey, that's going back a bit. I wonder how many more people he's jolly japed since his time in office. Allegedly. Top headline news. There is a new treatment to give women the perfect derriere with the unfortunate side effect of death. The moon was colder during COVID. That's no reference to Islamic Charma, and I delve into the man behind the fringe. Boris Nonsense, with his new book, I did it my way. I think, maybe, you might have to check with Kerry. Are these all my kiddies? Shut it, Boris! You visited a school. And yes, they are your kids. You Slag! You Slag! So, the weekend is upon us. Dave, you've got it on the wrong camera. Wake up, Dave. What do you mean people prefer to fish? Slags! If you are looking for something to do this weekend, then I have some great news for you. And it won't cost you a penny. You don't even have to be an illegal to be eligible. Oh yes, the BBC has decided to offer up their entire photo collection of, their collection of over 53,000 sound effects for free. Ain't that nice? Ain't that lovely? What was the other thing? Of course, they could have got off their Arris and given us something useful like the entire back catalogue of the old grey whistle theft. But oh no, BBC sound effects, including 716 bleeding clocks, bleeding dentals. Worse than you. Careful, go easy on that, son. Moving on from one cover up to another now. As in other news, anyone with the crinkly bottoms out there can now have the perfect Arris, probably invented by Nutter or something, with a bit of jiggery pokery on the old Dave, would you stop putting up that photo? Oh, actually, hold on a minute. If you push two swingers together, you kinda get an Arris. You what? Oh, we've been looking for the perfect behind can now have special treatment to get the old bot looking tip-top. The only downside is you might die of botulinum poisoning. Still, she who ventures. And don't get me wrong, I'm as much a fan of old necrophilia as the next posthumously besmudged raving pedo bailed out of the Shiite by Queer Steer Keir, King of the Nonce, with his own kids' TV show and a camper van. That's where I saw you, wasn't it? But I think all you saggy sisters out there with a pudding bag in your lycras should refrain from such dodgy surgery, as frankly, I'd rather have a dumpling derriere than, the potential threat of having to drive myself home after a heavy session on the old beer o'clock at the local pub. Of course, Greendale doesn't have a local pub. We all just go round to Alf Thompson's ass. He's got a fridge with an ice tray, though the conversation does wane after a few hours. Mind you, he does tell some cracking limericks. Here's one. There once was a man from Bangkok. You what? Oh, moving on. Reflection time now, you care. Dave! You put the camera on the fish again, Dave. So, here we all are, sitting in the rainbow. And whilst the minority piddle about with their sexuality and work out whether to keep their meat and two veg or mashy niblets or both, it's about time somebody asked the question. What was it again? Oh yeah, the UK hasn't built a new reservoir since 1992, or a nuclear power plant since 1995. Our waters are full of Shiite. The industrial price of electricity tripled between 2004 and 2021. Bastards! Making British manufacturing utterly uncompetitive, and the albino chipmunk wearing the free Ray-Ban glasses is giving away countries. Can! It has been said that Britain's productivity limps so far behind that Americans could stop working each year on the 22nd of September and they would still be richer than Britons working for the whole year. That's some mean feat. 2 points. When Britain's most notable industries are flipping burgers and free Hamas hospitality. No, I'm saying. I know what you're saying. No, I'm saying. I know what you're saying, I think. And now for the stupidest story of the hour. The moon got colder during COVID, according to scientists. Debatable. Yes, the scientists believe that falling air pollution levels caused by the lockdowns by the 10 Clanning Street clan changed the way sunlight was reflected onto the lunar surface, causing a temporary drop in temperature. Right, well, they have sure made up for that now. What with sending all the super ultra awesome rich bunch of clans up to the White Wacko Jackal Moon in an overpriced upcycled roast pork can after paying 170 trillion kajillion squid to go to the moon. You know the corporate cars. The usual suspects. Kojak, the robot, the alien, and Colonel Sanders before he went tits up. What? They've got to eat, and you know what happens when they get there on their alcohol-free Prosecco excursion? You'll never guess. They bring them all back again. Slags. So that's it for Shutty, you clan slag. Worse than you. News. I've been... You what? Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about Bonkers Boris carrying on her biscuits in the minivan with the teapots. Dave, I have to read the book to comment on it, and that means buying the book. My cash is all tied up in Sheffield Steel. No, Dave, it's not happening, you cat. I've still got my Bacon Sarnie budget to claim for. Tira. You slag. You slag.